Faber-Castell, we believe in cultivating a culture of creativity. Creativity is not just about art. It is also to foster mental growth, which will in turn help to cultivate creative thinking and problem-solving skills. We want to develop the ability to create and design. This is where we see an opportunity to bring creativity into academic and learning. The Score A Creative Learning Program is designed to help teachers to teach effectively in school through various creative teaching techniques.
Saya rasa baking ini amat bermanfaat untuk pelajar-pelajar.
Walaupun macam satu teknik memory palace semua tu, tapi kita boleh guna dalam peringkat umur yang pelbagai.
So I'm really hoping to see a vast difference in their results compared to the first exam for the upcoming midterm exam.
The Score A Creative Learning Program is also extended to the students, as we believe through these techniques the students can learn faster, understand better, retain knowledge for longer, and fulfill the A potential that every student has inside. The Score A Creative Learning is supported by the Ministry of Education, which further strengthens the credibility of the program and at the same time reinforce the assessment value of the program. Last year, students who joined the program received co-curriculum points that contributed to their academic performance in school. These points will set as a solid foundation for their educational journey.
The workshop was very fun.
学到了如何画思维图，从中学习了制作橡皮擦。
所以呢，高温上一个手该用，那些也不上大波。
We are proud to have experts from the education domain on board to evaluate the students' creative notes and problem-solving presentations, ensuring that they are graded to the highest standard. The greater topic of sustainability is also embedded into this year's Score A Student Olympics program, where the students learn about the impact of microplastics to the environment, world's population and its sustainability impact, as well as building resilient food system in curbing world's hunger. Teachers and students who participated in the program went on a learning journey through virtual and physical workshops. In the workshops, they acquire various learning techniques and how to apply these creative methods to facilitate the learning process. This year, we are also proud to have industry experts from diverse fields to share their knowledge and offer guidance to upskill the teachers and students on their critical thinking, problem solving, and presentation skills. This year, the Score A Creative Learning Program achieved yet another great milestone. We have over 6,200 teachers from 5,120 schools nationwide participated in the program, and we received an astounding 13,871 student submissions for the Score A Creative Learning Student Olympics. That's more than 10 times increase from last year. From over 13,000 submissions, only the most innovative, passionate 600 students were selected for Mission 2. Following that, only the top 150 students advanced to the next mission. These are the semi-finalists who demonstrated their abilities in advanced creative note-taking and critical thinking. Today, the intensity peaks with the top 30 students presenting their best works, a testament to their dedication and resilience throughout their learning journey.
Of Score A Creative Learning Student Olympics 2023 Category A, Jibril Chen
Together, let's celebrate the bright future that these students represent. Stay tuned for the next Score A Creative Learning Student Olympics.
All right, welcome everyone and good morning. Welcome to the Score A Faber-Castell, the first expert sharing session in 2024. Welcome all. If you can hear my voice very clearly, could you switch on the camera and say hi in front of the camera. Hi, Li Tian. See you again. Very good to see you again. I think you just wake up. I saw you yawning over there, but I'm sure you will be blasted with energy later with our very own expert, the first expert today, our expert tutor. Right, the rest of you, welcome in. I saw some teachers as well. Welcome teachers, welcome students, welcome all the primary and secondary school students and teachers. If there are parents over here as well, would you be able to join in together with us as well? Right? So later on, you'll be sharing the knowledge, sharing the note-taking skills, sketch-noting skills to your children as well, to your sons and daughters. Right? So just a quick survey over here. Can you hear my voice? If you can hear my voice, say hi, say good morning in the chat so that we can have a lively chat session over here. Say hi, say good morning in the chat. Right? Yes. Hi, Pritika. Good to see you. I'll have Hafi, Nadia, Kalisha. Good to see you again. A lot of familiar names over here, familiar faces. Right? Wenshen, Kevinage, morning. Yes, morning, everyone. Yes. Make it a lively, make it an energetic, make it a positive, vibey chat, right? Okay, so just a quick introduction over here. My name is Wen Ping. For those who still haven't known yet, I think many of you already know since our very first session, right? Since the teacher's training, since the brain memory workshop, and so on and so forth, right? So I will be the moderators for the day. And later on, after the introduction, I will be inviting our very first expert tutor all the way from Miami, United States to be together with us and share with us some of the sketch-noting perspective, right? I'm sure many of you already, can't wait for this to happen. Yes, Li Tian, you know Miss Valeria, right? I'm sure you have joined in one of her sessions or seen one of her videos last year, right? Okay, so now a very quick survey for you to introduce yourself. So just type in the chat very quickly. Are you a teacher or are you a Cat A, Cat B, or Cat C student? So teacher, type in T. Cat A, type in A, B, or C. So A, B, C, or T. Type in the chat. Let me know which category are you in. Are you a A? Are you a B? Are you a C? I'm a cat. Li Tian said I'm a cat. Not an animal cat. I'm a Cat A student. Yes, Cat A is 10 to 12 years old. Cat B is 13 to 15. Cat C is 16 to 17 years old. And Cat T, cat teacher means you are very much over 17 years old. Not to say you are overage, but you are very much the educator category, which you will be a lifelong learning and pass down the knowledge and the sketchnoting skills to your students in your classroom. Right, so very important. We welcome all to join in, be it your students, be it your teachers, or even your parents, you can also join in. So I can see many of you are Cat B over here, which is the secondary school students. Some of you are Cat A, and some of you are teachers, right? Okay, that's awesome. So are you together with me and ready to kickstart today's introduction of expert sharing session? If yes, type in a big READY, ready for me. If you're ready for this morning session. Yes, we have Li Tian, Surantiran, Printika, Hani ready, and Shaifu as well. Yes, awesome. Let's begin today's session, shall we? Let's go. So welcome once again to the Score A Faber-Castell's program, and this is the exclusive expert sharing session number 1. First of all, a few housekeeping to do to make sure you have a smooth session later. So I have already put in the links in the chat as well. Make sure you are in the correct Telegram group so that we can give you all the information needed. So once again, I put in the chat the links for Telegram for teacher and for student. If you have a laptop with you and you want to scan using your phone to join in, you can do so as well. So you can use your phone to scan this QR code immediately and you'll be sent into the Telegram group. So, but I'm sure most of you are already in the respective groups. Okay, so I've just flashed this for just final 5 seconds, then you'll be able to go into the next part. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, awesome. So now I'll be making sure all of you have prepared the necessary tools with you. So especially the pencil and paper. The coloring tools like color pencils is optional, but of course it's a plus point if you have it. So who here at least have a pen and paper with you? Can you type in P and P in the chat? If you have the pen and paper with you already, type in P and P. Yes, Hani, Pritika, Litian, yes, awesome, P and P. Right, cikgu sekalian, this is not your pembelajaran dan pelajaran. This is your pen and paper. If you have pen and paper with you, could you type in the chat P and P? Yes, awesome. I have a pen, I have a pencil. Sounds very familiar. It's like a song, right? Okay, so not just that, if you happen to have Faber-Castell stationery, like the ball pens, color pens, highlighters, pencils, and eraser, you could use the Faber-Castell's all this stationery as well, right? So how many of you happen to have this Faber-Castell's stationery? Could you flash in front of the video? Flash in front of your video if you happen to have Faber-Castell's one. Wow, Cikgu Irma, Teacher Irma, you have the whole set from the teacher session previously. Yeah, awesome, looking good. I'm sure you flash this screen, your students will be very jealous. The students over here will be very jealous of the set. Right? Okay, so the rest of you, awesome, can put down your pencil stationery. So if you happen to have, you can use as well. But if you don't have, good news for you. We might have a few slots of lucky draw prizes that you can entitle to win some of this stationery. Who here wants to win lucky draw prizes? Is excited to it? Can you type in LD for lucky draw? Type in LD for lucky draw if you are interested to win some prizes after today's session. Right? So make sure you participated in all the competition, or the mission, not competition, all the missions or all the sketching tasks later. Okay, so without further ado, just to let you quickly scream through, for those who already, for already joined in mission 1, just to let you know, Creative Learning Olympic Mission 2 is happening soon. We will be announcing the result very, very soon. So stay tuned in your respective Telegram group. How many of you are excited to know about the M2 who are going to shortlisted to Mission 2? Type in M2. Type in M2. If you are very excited to know about M2 already, you can't sleep. I'm sure you guys can sleep well, right? So don't make yourself too nervous. Some say, I really wish I can qualify. Yes, I wish you all of you best of luck, right? So remember, the prizes are at stake. This is the top student cash prize of 2,500, right? And the rest of the prizes as well are very exciting. So I hope all of you can have a chance to go into the final and stand on the final stage to present of your final creative note. So today, it's good to have you to equip sketchnoting skills together with our expert tutor, Miss Valeria, so that you can sharpen, you can apply the skills in your final later if you are shortlisted. Okay, so these are the finals that we can see. A familiar face over here. I think Yancy, you are here as well. So you can see your face here. I think don't know how many times already, right? So hopefully, Yancy, you can go into the final stage once again this year, right? Okay, so we have a few of the footages over here. I have me over here as well, right? Okay, this is the final stage and the final prizes over here. So good news, just now I already informed and also announced today, during the session itself, if you actually completed the task given, we will immediately choose lucky draw winner on the spot, open to all students as well as teachers. Of course, teachers, if you want to join in as well, no problem. And you can feel free to win some prizes for yourself, for your kids, for your student as well. Okay, so make sure you participate in the mission later. And good news for students, this is for students only, right? For primary and secondary school students, if you want to win more prizes after the session, you'll be given the hard article that is a full version. Then you feel free to create a note, a full-fledged note after the session, applying Miss Valeria's teaching. Then next Friday, is the deadline, when you submit in the final hard note, you'll be winning even bigger prizes as well, other prizes as well, right? So how many of you have already read the article? Type in me, the 2-page article. the 2-page article. How many of you already read before you go to bed, or this morning when you wake up, you already read the note? Okay, many of you. So just to let you know, the full-fledged note, you have to base on not the 2-page article, but an extended version, about 4-page article. Right? Just to let you know, the final mission is about 4-page. I will be giving you the final mission article, which is the same article, just add 2 more pages at the end of the session. Okay? So submit your note, stand a chance to win prizes, and I'm sure you guys know what as the ground rules is. 100% participation in the chat. If you can do it, can type in 100 for 100%. So later on, when Miss Valeria asks you some questions, you can also put in your answers, your response in the chat for her to see, right? If you want to ask some questions, you can ask. But of course, I will collect some of the questions and ask Miss Valeria again at the end of the session if the questions are not answered. So don't worry. Okay? So I'll also encourage all 50 plus of you, teachers and students, to switch on camera at all times, but make sure you are in front of the laptop, you're in front of the phone, sitting nicely, not in toilet, not eating. If you want to eat some light food, can, but if you want to eat some heavy food, make sure you switch off the camera first. But now, let's invite everyone to switch on your camera first and say hi, just wave in front of the camera, let me see. Okay, awesome. Right, I'm seeing some of you are switching on camera slowly. Okay, awesome. Okay, so why some of you showing me your room and house, but not yourself? Very, very interesting. Okay, so very good. I see Farah Wahida, you showing your hand. Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. So now, finally participate in all the tasks, all the sketching tasks later. So you are very welcome to do so, including teachers as well. And final housekeeping, I would want to invite all of you, which is the final 3 and 4 steps that I just putting in the chat, which is the Hemi app. So for those who haven't, please open a Hemi app account. You could actually install in your laptop, which is by using this button, right top corner, and click install. Or if you're using phone, you can actually install using these 3 dots and install app in your Chrome if you're using Android phone. If you're using an iPhone, you can actually click the share button at the very bottom here, which is an arrow, and then add to home screen. Then you don't need to go to the browser every single time to download this Hemi app. Why this Hemi app is very important? Once you actually create an account, set up the profile, verify your email, you can actually go to this page, Score A Expert Sharing Session, and join the program, because all of the lucky draw winners and the big prize help hard notes winners will be announced here. Right, we'll announce the winners here as well for you to see. Then your names will be shown here as well in the program itself. So do join the program. If you haven't, click the link number 4 to directly join the Score A Expert Sharing Session program. So if you have joined in, type in yes for me. Type in yes for me if you have done all this step. Yes, Farah Wahida, you can ask your question in the chat. Feel free. Right, the rest of you, if you're already joined in, type in yes. I already joined in this purple color expert sharing session program. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, teachers and students. Right, so just a teaser over here. We have more sessions upcoming after today's session. We have Mr. Lewis's session next Saturday, and 14th of September, we have Dr. Savita's session as well. Right, and now let me introduce today's speaker, today's expert student, and I'll be inviting her over to start today's sessions already. Today's speaker, we are very, very honored to once again invite Miss Valeria Rodriguez, all the way from Miami, United States. She's a sketchnoting artist herself and an expert educator from her school as well. So these are some of the sketch notes that she have done by herself. So very interesting story. I've shared this story last year as well. So Miss Valeria is a very amazing sketchnoting expert to me, because why? She can actually sketch our meeting, our discussion during when she do her hair. When she doing a hairdo, but making a hairdo in the salon itself, she has an iPad and then sketch her notes right away when her hair is still ongoing, right? So that's a very impressive to me. So till now, we are having this inside joke. Wow, she's doing her hair every single time. when I texted her. Okay, so jokes aside, Miss Valeria is an educator, instructional technologist, graphic facilitator, sketchnoting expert, content amplifier as well. She's an education professional at Leadership Florida, and she's a book author and illustrator of a virtual storybook called How They Get In There. And one more, she actually published a very new picture book recently as well. I'll let Miss Valeria to share with you some of the teaser over there. And she's also a space educator at the Expedition Crew Program Space Center, Houston. So imagine NASA, imagine astronaut. So she also teaches about space, right? So this is Miss Valeria's website. She's a learner, creator, educator by herself, right? So this is her sketch of herself. So later you'll be seeing her, appear on screen, real life, right? So these are one of the books that she published, and this is the recent project that she have done in her website as well. So later on, she will be sharing with you some of her work and then some of her perspective of why sketchnoting can actually bring our understanding of a topic to a next level, not just among you, not just within ourselves, but among each other in a group discussion as well, right? So are you ready to invite Miss Valeria to come in this Zoom and then say hi to her and begin this session? If you are, could you be able to type in the chat some love like emoji and say hi to Miss Valeria? Say hi to Miss Valeria in the chat over here. Can give some love like or clap hand emoji. If you really want, so you can also clap in front of the camera just like that, right? Give the biggest clap to our Miss Valeria over here, right? And let us welcome Miss Valeria. Hi, Valeria. You could say hi to the students over here.
So nice to see you guys.
Awesome. So Valeria, I think many of you already know that, okay, US and us, it's about 12 hours different. So now it's actually your sleeping time, isn't it? It's like the 10 p.m. almost, right? 5 to 10 already, right?
Yep.
So I'm sure, fellow students, if you want to keep our Miss Valeria awake, you better, give the best responses in the chat, right? So to say hi, good night. Lydia actually said good night to Miss Valeria, right?
Good night.
Okay. So Miss Valeria, you may take over the session, can say a few words about, how I've been doing this past year to some of the students who actually already know you. They already joined in last year's session as well, right? You can also, share with them some of your illustrated book and kickstart today's session as well. So over to you, Valeria.
Excellent. Well, thank you for having me. Hi again to everyone who was here last year. I hope you've sketched something between last year and now. And I hope that when you sketched it, you felt really proud of yourself because you were making your thinking visible, which is huge. I wanted to share a little update from last year. This book was something that a friend and I, another teacher and I had in our heads, and we were able to make it a reality by putting it on paper and sketching some ideas throughout the book. And he wrote the words and I put some images to it. And now this book, the project in this book is launching in September to the International Space Station, because this book is about a rabbit that lands in the wrong spot when going to the moon and has to grow plants to feed himself to get to his correct location. And so a fun fact about this book as well is that the back cover, if you can see right here, this rocket is like a carrot. And when I was working on this book, I was working on it, and there was a student who was 5 years old, and his name is Joaquin, at my school, and he was having a hard day, so we were sketching outside, and his teacher told me, he really loves to draw. Why don't you guys hang out? We did, and I loved his rocket idea so much that I used it in the book as inspiration, but I included his rocket in the back cover to give him credit for having come up with such a creative idea. So I share that with you because you're never too young to contribute to projects. And I hope that you're always looking for ways that you can use your creativity to problem solve, to contribute, and to do great work.
Yes, I think that's very inspiring story by Miss Valeria, because one day, today, you are sketching a note, let's say about heart, let's say about your work, your mission, but who knows, in the future, you might be just like Miss Valeria, student over here, sketching something that can be published in a book for other children, other students to read. So sketchnoting is a skill, not just you can apply here, can apply in the future as well.
And one of the things that I'll share at the end, but I'll tell you now so that you can remind me at the end to talk about it again, is that when you share what you see when people speak, so when you share what you see on your paper from what you hear, people really appreciate that. And yesterday I was at a presentation and I just, like always, I have my paper with me and I shared the sketches with the presenter, and she immediately said, I would like to use that in my next presentation. Can I use your images? And I said, of course. That's why I shared them with you. But the reason I'm sharing that is because you never know who is going to need the tool that you're creating. So any chance that you have to create something, share it with the people around you, because you never know who is going to say, that is exactly what I needed to explain something else. And I see that someone says, I'd never heard of it. I'm assuming that they've never heard of sketchnoting. So they're at the perfect place, because that's what we're going to talk about now.
Excellent. So over to you, Ms. Valeria, and you will have time until about 11:20. Hopefully, then we'll be having the final announcement over there with the final winner of today's sketch. Right, over to you, Ms. Valeria.
All right. So are you, is this the wrong setup?
No problem. I think to reach just the present presenter mode. Yes. Okay, meanwhile, the rest of you can prepare your papers and also your pen with you together. So Valeria, you can click the X button.
Perfect.
And click present with the full screen.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you for holding while we had technical difficulties. So the sketch perspective is the benefit of getting on the same page. So we have two Post-its here because whenever we have any conversation, we are having the conversation from where we are. And the idea is that we can get on the same page. So a little bit quick reminder about me. I'm an educator, a mom, an author, an illustrator, and a triathlete. But let's dive in. So we want today to learn how to see each other's thinking, discuss interpretations, and we want to uncover new insights. So these are the three things we're going to do today, which I'm going to ask you at the end what we did. So just a key reminder, I'm telling you what three things we're going to do. So with this first one, how can we see each other's thinking? So visuals can be a powerful tool for making an abstract thought concrete. So something that is in our head that we don't really know how to explain, how to make it tangible or more concrete. So I'm going to ask you guys right now to help me with this question. What is fixed mindset and what is a growth mindset? Has anyone ever heard those words? You can go ahead and maybe put them in the chat if you've heard those words. Could you share what you think those are? I see maybe, but I forgot. Okay. Those people that said me, could you share what fixed mindset is? A mindset only going in one direction. Some people don't know what it is. Excellent. Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, would you be able to maybe draw something that made you think of something that's fixed or set and something that's growing? I saw that Tan said a growth mindset is even when you fail, you can improve yourself. Excellent. If anybody saw the Olympics, the Olympics is the epitome of growth mindset. Fixed mindset is a mindset that could not be changed. Growth mindset is a mindset that can be changed. Good. So the reason I asked you guys to do this is because right now we are all in our own heads about what fixed and growth mindset is. When do you think I could show them an image of what fixed and growth mindset are?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Nobody saw anything. So here, can I see by a raise of hands if maybe now that I show you this image and I tell you that one side is a fixed mindset and the other side is a growth mindset, just from the image, do you think you can identify a little bit more what a fixed mindset is and what a growth mindset is? Let's see. Any hands? Anybody guess what this side is? The gray side that says that intelligence and talents are static and can't be changed, that failures are destructive, that there's a lot of self-doubt. What mindset do you think that is? Fixed. Good. The fixed one. Something fixed. Excellent. Now, do you see how including the visual, even though I didn't label which side was fixed and which side was growth, by including the visual and using colors to help you to connect with a feeling, when you feel stuck and gloomy and that you can't go on, that's like a gray feeling, right? And then you have the other side where it's growth and yellow and there's things that are springing off of it. That is growth mindset, which is exactly what it means, the ability to spring from something. That intelligence and abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work and perseverance. And when you look at failure through the growth mindset lens, so do you see how there's a magnifying glass? Can anybody see the magnifying glass that says failure? Do you see the magnifying glass? Go ahead and nod if you see it. That magnifying glass is showing you that when you fail, but you have a fixed mindset, you feel destroyed, you feel broken down. But when you look at life through the failures, but you have a growth mindset, you start thinking, like somebody already said, you look at things on how you can do better next time. And speaking of that, there was an Olympian who had a notebook. And every time that Olympian high jumper did a high jump, they wrote down notes because she wanted to remember if she did well, what she did well on. And if she didn't do well, she wanted to remember what were things that she should keep in mind for another jump. And so she was looking at every single opportunity that she had to take a jump as an opportunity for growth. So this visual here is just one example of how we can use, and yes, for whoever just noticed, this is the brain itself. So if you look at the left and the right side of the brain right there in front of you, it's showing mindset, fixed and growth mindset, because the brain is representing the mindset. Okay. All right. So the next thing that we wanted to discuss in today's presentation is how we can get on the same page about concepts. So right now on the screen, I have 3 apples. I would love if on your papers, you could put 3 spaces. Divide your paper in 3 so that you could write, draw, sketch, color, express yourself in 3 areas. Can you take a minute to do that? You can do 3 boxes, or you can just do 3 columns on your paper so that you can identify these 3 items. Now, can somebody tell me what items you are going to draw? Do you know what you're going? Perfect. Thank you, Isaac. Yes, you're going to be drawing an apple. Excellent. So let's see what it is that we're going to be doing with this apple. In the first one, can you draw this apple? And since you have your notes in front of you, you can go ahead and add words around it. Is there anything that you could use to describe this apple? Maybe color, maybe type of material that it's made of, maybe something you would do with it. Did you get a chance to put in your apple? Give me a thumbs up if you've had a chance to put in your apple. Or something that represents an apple, or it doesn't have to be colored or anything, but just you want an apple. Thank you. I see a few thumbs up. So let's try in the second column, putting in another apple. Does anybody know what this is? So I see some heads nodding. No. Somebody says it's a box, a Minecraft apple. That's a good one. Let me give you a clue. I'm a teacher. What could I maybe use this apple for if I'm a teacher? Another clue is that it is very heavy. No, I wouldn't throw it to a student. But yes, Jennifer, a wooden apple. So this apple is actually a paperweight. Do you guys know what a paperweight is? So teachers can put something that's heavy on top of a stack of papers so that the papers don't move or fly away. So this wooden apple, this square apple, is a paperweight. Now I have a question for you. Are these two red apples? So if I would have said red apple, draw a red apple, could you have done the first apple or the second apple? If I said draw a red apple, could you have done either one? Most of you are saying that you would have done the first one. Jennifer said she would have done the second one. The answer actually is that both of them are red apples. So it depends on, maybe you were talking to a teacher that has a red apple paperweight on her desk, and maybe she would have thought of this one. Now let's try one more. You ready? How about this one? Ooh, Tan said red apple iPad, Apple Store, iPhone, Apple Pro. So with this third apple that you are putting in the third column, is it a red apple? Would maybe an engineer probably see this as an option to write down? Or maybe somebody that works in technology? It's a brand, exactly. So the reason why sketchnoting is important and the sketch perspective is important is because we all come from different places when we come to a conversation. And sometimes somebody in the tech world is coming to talk to teachers, and maybe somebody is coming to talk to a student. And if you say my apple fell, the tech department at my school would say, uh-oh, your apple fell. Does that mean that you need a new screen? Whereas the cafeteria staff would say, do you need another apple? Like another fruit to eat. All right, so did you get a chance to do your 3 apples? Do we have any brave souls that want to share their 3 apples? When do you think you can help me see some of their apples?
All right, so fellow students and teachers, you can actually upload your Apple notes, different kind of apples that you have sketched in the link that I provided to you now, right? So I'll just give you a quick 2 minutes to just upload your Apple note over here, right? So let's do that, right? So I will also share a screen of the QR code that you can scan in the 2 minutes to just very quickly upload the notes up, and then we let teacher Valeria to see what
Do
are
I
what
stop
are the
sharing?
different kinds of apples. No problem. I can share anytime
Oh,
that I can overlap it as well.
perfect.
Right? Okay. So there you go, and let me share it now. Okay, everyone, you can take a picture of your sketch right now, and I will be able to show to teacher Valeria what are the apple notes over here. So 2 minutes starts now. Okay, those who have upload all kind of notes later, you stand a chance to win lucky draw. So don't miss this chance. Sketch an apple that, in your perspective, what is a red apple to you, right? In your first glance of in your first thought of the red apple word. So what kind of apple you are sketching? Just like Miss Valeria has described just now. Oh, you can even add some words of interpretation. Can even add some words of interpretation around your apple sketch. So now about 1 minute left, and I'll be able to see what sketch do you have that is related to apple. All right, those who have done uploading your apple sketch, could you type in done, D-O-N-E, done? Okay, we have Tanushree, Rania, Jennifer, done, and final 10, about 15 seconds for you to upload your Apple Note. Alright, so let me quickly just bring in the Apple Sketch folder over here. And we will see it here. Okay. There you go. So let me refresh it quickly. Okay, so we let teacher Valeria to have a look of the first apple over here. I think not just red, but they are green apple as well, and an eaten apple by kind of over here.
Excellent.
Then we have wow, this is some apple sketch over here. Looks really realistic by Rin. And we have Isaac's 3 columns over here. Red apple, not apple.
Can we pause right here a second?
All right.
So I'd like to pause right here because is this Isaac?
Yep, it's Isaac's.
Isaac shared the 3 spaces, and in each of the spaces put a drawing that identified the image. So if you would have seen the slide and you saw these 3, you would know that he was referencing those images, but also put in a note to himself that they were red, that it's not an apple, and that it was, I believe, the brand. So it was getting the information from the slide, but also attaching more information, even if it's just 1 or 2 words to the image. That is exactly what we're going to go into next, which is how sketches, they not only help you get on the same page, but then they also help you to develop a little bit more of a connection with the information. So excellent job, Isaac.
Absolutely. So interpretation of not apple, but a paperweight. and a brand of Apple because it's the iconic Apple logo. Wow, this interpretation as well can be eaten, right, by Adrina. Paperweight, so you learned something new today. And iPhone rate brand, okay? The same goes to Adrina's different interpretation, right? Can be eaten. Are you
Adrina.
sure, Adrina's can be eaten because it might be poisonous in the Snow White movie? The new Snow White movie might be out already. Okay. So
Excellent,
we have,
Adrina.
yep. Okay, we have Joe Joy. Joe Joy's apples. Joe Joy's apple is over here, and different kind of apples over here.
And the
we have
shading,
Jens.
excellent.
Yes, the shading
These
is
are-
excellent.
These are all excellent. Now, do you notice how Jojo had 3 spaces, but they weren't necessarily side by side? This is also important because sometimes we see things more linearly and somebody else sees them as a group or in a different setting in their head. So the whole point of sketching is so that we can see how other people are thinking. So this is excellent.
All right. So we have Yanxi's one, wood apple, right? The paperweight should classify as wood apple, right? As well.
For this one right here, I wanted to comment. Do you see that blank space on the right side of the paper? Do you see on that right-hand side? So she has the images along the left-hand side. On the right-hand side of the paper, that is a perfect setup to be able to then add in notes or your interpretation or any conclusions that you draw from the experience. So this setup right here is perfect when note-taking for school or when trying to figure out steps for a project or even brainstorming with your teams. So this setup right here is amazing.
All right. And there you go. We have from Awang Putra. I think he did some notes over here.
Yeah.
Perfect apple. While this apple is perfect for you, you could, just type in the chat, let us know. Is it because you love Apple, like very much love Apple as well? Paperweight Apple, the brand as well. And I think we noticed that he uses the red color to sketch it so that it represents a red apple as well. So good
To
job,
show
Awang.
that it's red. Excellent.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
All right. And we have Mariam's one. Oh, what happened to these 3 apples? Oh, we have very much, I think we saw a storyboard over here.
Yes, this is
eaten,
the storyboard.
eaten by whom? Or eaten by what? Is it a what's it called? The animal or some worms that eaten your apple? So Mariam, you can share with us what happened to your apple, or did you eat it yourself?
Well, one thing
Right.
too that you could see is maybe to this person, the apple became less of itself because it became a tool for a teacher and then it became a brand. So to this person, the apple could have gotten further and further away from its original form.
Yes. So it's a consume apple, or is a change forms apple, a transformational apple. Right? I think we show a few more over here. I think this is colored by Kelvin Nash, right? It's colored by the red colors.
Look at that.
Yep. Right. So try to put some colors. I put no freshly plucked from fresh tree. You pluck one with the worm. Interesting. I'm sure
That's
you can
connecting. That could be connecting the first 2. Excellent job.
Yes, appetizing. You say the words of appetizing. So this is the interpretation by Charles over here, right? Fresh can make into juice. Wow, if your apple can make into orange juice, I'd be very surprised. No wonder you slash the orange over Safrina's. Right? Okay, can make into juice, red color, and paper stacker. Okay. This is also a red apple and red color bread. Okay. That is a very creative interpretation by yourself, because based on your experience, hey, apple can be made into juice, right? And we have a few more over here. I've done this one. Okay, make a note over here. I've done this one. Crunchy, flavorful, inedible. Okay, wooden. Okay, technology. Yes, the interpretation over here. Okay, there you go. We have our few Apple notes over here. Keep it coming. We will be seeing later after the session as well. Right. So now we'll let Teacher Valeria to continue sharing.
Excellent. Thank you. And thank you for being so brave for posting your work. All right. So we had the 3 apples. So the last part of our session today, which will take us through till the end, is uncovering new insights. So remember that person that had the 3 apples with a blank side for notes that I said was going to lead us into the next part? Well, that's why I mentioned it, because the whole point of getting on the same page with our notes is sharing what's inside our head and putting it on paper, but then showing it to someone else and seeing if it's what's inside their head and if it matches or how it can complement. So let's see what things we can uncover that sometimes don't come up in typical conversations. So I was told that some of you guys read these 2 pages. Is that correct? Did you guys get a chance to read about the heart? Thumbs up if you read about the heart. All right. So before we continue, since we've been sitting for a few minutes, can you keep your thumbs up with one hand and with the other hand point at the screen in front? Point at me on the screen. Can you do that? Ready? Now, when I say switch, I want you to switch again. Other hand, switch. Switch. Now let's see if you can do it quickly. Switch, 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 switch. All right, that was a little brain break for us so that we can switch into this new activity of the heart. So I want us to try to sketch the different parts of the heart. And in this article, there's a few sections to it. Is that correct? Do you guys remember reading about what the heart does? Did you remember hearing or reading about what were the parts of the heart, where the blood flows, what is heart disease? How do you get heart disease, and how can you keep your heart healthy? Do you think that you would be able to do a simple sketch in, I don't know, like 5 or 6 minutes about 2 pages of notes? I'm going to do one section with you, and then I'll let you do the other parts, and then we're going to share what we did. So the first thing that I would do if I was you was I would divide my paper. I would have a square in the middle and the 6 squares all along the sides. So I am going to share my screen. My other screen. All right. So the first thing that I would do if I was you is we're doing a project on the heart, correct? So I would have a box in the middle for the heart. And then we had a few boxes all around. So I'm going to leave a post-it for what the heart does, right? I'm going to leave a post-it for maybe the parts of the heart. I can leave a post-it for maybe how the blood flows. Maybe I need a post-it for diseases. Maybe a part for how you can get the diseases. And maybe one more for how to keep it healthy. So we've always seen the heart drawn like this, right? So if we wanted to put a heart in the middle and say what it does, what are the parts, how it flows, what are some diseases, how do you get those diseases, and how do you keep it healthy? We could do it that way, and you could just fill in those boxes with information from each of the sections. But the reality is that the heart isn't that shape. The heart is a little bit different of a shape, and I am going to zoom in here to draw the heart with you, and then we'll get started on taking some notes. But the heart really has a few compartments. Is that right? We have some arteries that bring blood into the heart. And then we have some veins that take blood away from the heart. Sorry, arteries away from the heart, veins bring it back to the heart. I'm translating from Spanish because I learned about the heart in Spanish. So veins, in Spanish, it's ven, which means come. Veins bring blood back into the heart, and arteries take blood away from the heart. And the heart itself, it says it in one of the notes, is that it is a muscle. So muscles also need blood flow. So here, right here, our heart has blood vessels in it, which they look like little tree branches, right? but these are blood vessels. Little blood vessels and big blood vessels. Those will come in handy later. So we have our heart. And in the very first section of this article that you guys read, it says, what does the heart do? Does anyone know what the heart does? Anybody know what the heart does? Yes, it pumps blood. So I could say it pumps Could I also put a container and let's see if anyone can figure out what this container is. Does anybody know what this is? Or could anyone guess what this is? Pumping water. Excellent. Perfect. Yes. So I did a well because a well pumps water from one place to another. So to me, the blood is getting pumped all over the body the same way that water gets pumped out of a well all over a community. Somebody said I thought they were pumping ketchup for fries. Perfect. If that helps you to connect to the information, and maybe instead of a bucket, you want to put a hot dog or a hamburger, you want to pump ketchup onto a burger or a hot dog, you could do that too. A Big Mac, excellent. Okay, so who else can tell me what else the heart does? Oh, somebody thought it was soap in a bathroom, excellent. So the heart keeps you alive, yes. Transfers oxygen. Okay, so we have pumps blood. It transfers because it is transferring oxygen all over the body, then we could maybe give the oxygen a little cart. Do you see how now we have a little oxygen molecule and the O inside is for oxygen getting transferred? Yep, it's a little cart. But it not just transfers oxygen. Somebody else already said it. It transfers nutrients that the body needs. So it transfers oxygen plus a lot of other nutrients. So do you see how I did the plus sign and other nutrients, and all those nutrients at the bottom, we could put them in this cart as well. So maybe what the cart needs to look like is a whole bunch of friends in that cart. And they're actually going in a little river, right? So is it going to be a cart? Maybe it's more like a floaty. Maybe more like a raft. Moving down a river. Right? A donut. Yep, like an escalator or conveyor belt. Exactly. So that's what the heart does. It pumps blood so that all that blood can get transferred all over the body. Now, do you think that you guys could put in the section for the parts? What are the parts of the heart? Do you think you could fill in the box for the parts right now? Excellent. Somebody already said it. So the heart has a few parts. Does anybody know how many parts? Excellent. It has 4 parts. So what if we put this box and we say that it has 4 parts? So we put 4 boxes in there. And it told us that there are 2 chambers on each side. So this is the right side. This is the left side. Opposite, left, right. And then we have the top chambers, which are the atriums. And the bottom chambers, which are the ventricles. So what would go right here and what would go right here? Would this right here be an atrium or a ventricle? Good. So somebody mentioned that the school has a hall that's called an atrium. There are a lot of places that are malls and schools and places where a lot of people come into is called, they're called atriums, because if you notice in the heart, the blood goes into the heart, into the atrium. That's the first part it connects to. And then it'll flow into the ventricle. And then it'll go up to the lungs, I actually, this part I should know, but I don't know if it goes out to the lungs and then comes back in, but it goes into the atrium again, into the ventricle, and then out to the rest of the body. But the reason it's called an atrium in a school or a mall is because it receives a lot of people from the outside to a gathering area, and the atriums are what's receiving from the other places outside of the heart. Well, it could be. All right. So, were you able to fill in the parts of the heart? Now, there was a little part in your article that told us about how blood flows. So, the right side of the heart, it said that the right side of your heart receives blood from the body. And it sends it to the lungs. The left side receives it from the lungs and it pumps it to the body. I like that Nadia says that she will remember this now. That's the whole point. I'm glad. So did you get a chance to fill in how the blood flows? The right side gets the blood from the body. It goes in and it goes out to the lungs. And then it comes back into the atrium for the left side and then out to the body. Do you think that we're ready to check out some of the diseases that happen to hearts? When do you think I should take a pause right here and give them a minute to catch up?
All right, so let's do a temperature check over here. So Farah Wahida immediately say, pause, please. So Nadia say, having heart attack. Hey, no, please don't. Please, that is the whole point. We need to keep our heart healthy.
That's the next section. Nadia, that's the next section. That is under the diseases of the heart. Thank you.
Yes, no problem, no problem. We are just kidding, Nadia. So hopefully, how many of you have already done so far? We have the column of the sticker note of what, the note of parts, and the note of flows. So 1, 2, 3. How many of you have done all three? Can type in 3. How many of you are at number 2? Type in 2. How many of you had number 1? Type in 1. So I see. Oh, Isaac already way ahead. Is at number 4 already. Okay. So I think what you can do is actually you can take a picture and upload your heart sketch over here. We'll see how have you done half of the note, right? Later on, once you upload the complete 6 chambers note, then we will choose the lucky draw winners, right? So you can upload half of your note first and we'll see how it goes. Like, how's your progress like? So let me just share the QR code for those who have done very quickly. and you can share with us, can share with teachers Valeria's over here, like how's your notes are being done. So let's do a very quick 2 minutes timer over here. So let me reload my timing and let's go. Let's upload it up for 2 minutes right now.
And I'm going to get a sip of water and come right back. So I'm going to stop my video a second.
All right. So after you take a picture and upload your note, you can feel free to go on to sketch the parts that you want to sketch. For example, the diseases. For example, the flow of the blood. If you haven't done, go ahead. So we want to see if you have different ideas how you sketch on the notes, especially the first part. You know, we have the representation of the conveyor belt, the river, the pumping of blood by pumping ketchup, so on and so forth. There's very creative ideas that you can explore. 1 minute. Right, those who have uploaded, again, you type in the chat done or to let me know. Final 10 seconds. And time. I purposely switch off the alarm so that we won't be jump scared again. Right? Okay. So let me bring in the final parts. Done. Can I see the sketch earlier? Which one is the earlier sketch, Leon? Do you mean the heart or do you mean the apple? Which one? Huh? Or the heart? Okay. Miss Valeria will be with us later and share with you the heart sketch again. Okay.
All right. So I go back to sharing my screen.
All right. So I think Leon just want to see the heart sketch again for a while.
Perfect.
So I think I have received a few of your heart sketch over here. Farah Wahida, any issue that you have in uploading your heart sketch? If not, I will allow you to actually show in front of the camera later if you can't. Didn't let you. Okay, no problem. So Leon, I will just showing Miss Valeria's sketch over here. So Valeria, would you want to review some of their heart sketch over here?
Yes.
Okay, so right now let us see. So Farah Wahida, have you done your heart sketch by the way? So you can show in front of the camera if you have. Boleh tunjuk di depan kamera. Ada tak? Ada notes anda? Or not finished. Okay, we have Yina Wase. Let me just, boleh tunjuk. You can show your notes, Yina Wase. Yes, in front of the. So we'll try to see over here. Right? Okay, there you go. A bit too bright, but yeah, I think we can see a heart in the middle. Right? Then the a few of the parts over here. Right right flow. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Inavase. But if you
Thank
could,
you.
you can share with us on the upload as well. Good job, good job. Can I show? Yes, Farah Wahida, you can show now. Okay, let me spotlight your work. Okay, nearer, a little bit nearer to the camera, especially your right side. Yes, I think you've
Beautiful.
drawn beautiful. You've drawn the nutrients as well as the parts as well as the flow of hearts, right? So yes, Li Tian, thank you so much for sharing Farah Wahida. Farah, thank you so much. You can continue sketching later together with teacher Valeria's footsteps. Right now, I will be showing the rest of you that uploaded. Right, don't worry. Okay. Oh, your name is actually Kayla, is it? Farah Wahida is your parents' name. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, Kayla. Okay. Right. Right now, let me see whose heart is here. Hopefully it's not a broken heart. Okay, Rin's heart is here. So he draws pumping from the well, transferring oxygen and nutrients and the parts, and the flows right from the body sends to the lungs as well. From the lungs to the body. Okay, so this is Rin's work.
Excellent.
Good job, well done. Right, we have Keenan's. Okay, Keenan's flows over here. Guys, later on when you try to upload, can you try to upload in a landscape format? The portrait mode is killing my head right now. But okay, I'm gonna tilt my head to look at it. Okay, again, very good job. Pump bloods and transfer oxygen, and also the parts and flows. Awesome. I love the sketch of the heart over here. It's very detailed as well, right? Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. The next one. You still want to you still very much inclined to the love shape. The love shape is disguised as the heart shape. Because normally we thought that love come from within. That's why we represent the heart using this love shape, right? Okay, so function plum blood, as well as I think this is like a shower head. Okay, transfer oxygen.
Pumping
Right?
water.
Yes. All right. Thanks, Isaac, for sharing your work. Good job. Well done. Wow. We have Joe Joy over here. Joe Joy. Let me see over here. Okay. So you can see what Joe Joy have done is using different colors for different chambers. So immediately we can see there are three different points, three different subtopics over here.
Excellent.
So
And I love that they didn't do the same images and everything. They also did their own. For example, I love how they did the lungs and the person, and they did their own interpretation, which is exactly what I want you to start doing. You don't need to copy the exact thing that I'm doing. I'm just showing you a way, but you can find your way. So absolutely love it. It almost
Yes,
looks like
so-
there's blood vessels going from the heart to all these notes.
Yes, so this almost looks like a blood vessels I just about to mention, and I love how you actually draw one compartment over here. It's like framing up the heart topic, right? So these are the creativity that you should explore, like what teacher Valeria has mentioned. Explore your creativity in your sketch note as well. What you want to represent in your notes, it's all on your creativity as well, right? So we have a few more, just a very quick one I show all of you. Right. Okay. So Kevin Nash's works over here. Right. So you have a real heart, then you have a love shape inside as well. That's interesting. Right. Okay. Thanks, Kevin Nash, for your sketch, as well as we have Awang Putras. Oh, you literally use a sticky notes in your notes.
I love this.
Yes. Awesome. So actually created a few of the notes, parts over here, pump blood, transfer oxygen. I think there's a syringe to pump blood as well. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
But just to mention, Awan Putra, this is a very good note over here by using the sticky notes. But just a reminder for all the students of here, if let's say it's a mission 2 of the Score Olympic, sticky notes is not allowed. Sticky note is not allowed. So it's the rules of the competition. But for today's work, completely fine. We explore all kind of tools, all kind of different creativity and methods as well. Right? Okay. Good job, Awan Putras. And we have Yasmin's, okay, heart, what, part, and the flow, right? So later on, we'll see your complete notes later as well, right? Good job. And we have Safrina's, almost done. Okay, the 3 parts over here. So, she represents her heart using the heart, the love shape, and then the atrium and ventricles. Wow, awesome.
Excellent.
Okay, the little cards over here, very cute as well, Safrina's. As well as Avon's. Avon's one, okay, using different colors for the compartments, for the red color. Awesome,
And
good
using
job.
the whole paper. I love it.
Yes, so sketch on the whole paper for it to be clearer, and you have more space to explore different ideas as well, to different interpretation that you can write words, short keywords on that, and also the other parts of it. Okay, so now let's continue with the other parts of it, and then we will be able to announce who will be the lucky draw winner.
So give me 1 second to reconnect my iPad. So these last 3 sections are related to diseases, how you get those diseases, and how do you prevent the diseases, right? So you had, I believe they mentioned 4 or 5 things that could happen. So the first 2 were related to the veins themselves, the blood vessels, right? So you have all these blood vessels. The first one was the hardening of the blood vessel. So if you notice, I'm making it very rigid, the blood vessel, very rigid, very stiff, because instead of being nice and round and smooth, like a blood vessel should be, it's hardened. And that one was arteriosclerosis. And in arterio, you see artery, and it has hardening. So I made it stiff looking. Then you have atherosclerosis. Which is when you have buildup inside the blood vessel. So I'm going to make some buildup. Do you see how I am blocking the flow? And let's say it were to be coming out here. I have all that coming in and only one coming out. Do you see that? So atherosclerosis is when you have the buildup of fat and cholesterol and it narrows, so less blood can flow. And the whole reason that we do sketches and we see the information is so that we can see connections and big picture. Because I just wrote that down, now I can zoom out and say, why would it matter if there's less blood flow? Anybody know why it would be a bad thing? If you notice, Disease is dis-ease, meaning you're not at peace. Why would your body not be at peace if it had less blood flowing through it? Anybody know? Maybe risk of cancer, but what specifically have we seen of what the heart does? If we have less blood flow, correct, maybe it's not, it could be pumping, but it would be pumping less things. What things would it be pumping less of? They could struggle to breathe because there would be less oxygen. Excellent. Safrina, excellent job. Less oxygen and less nutrients. If there is less blood flow throughout the body, that means that there is less oxygen and nutrients going around. So that's why it's a disease. Excellent. Now the next one, angina, is they feel pain in their chest. So you could have, and I'm going to put a Band-Aid because sometimes we put Band-Aids on when we have a pain in our chest. So do you see how I put a Band-Aid on there to represent a pain? Because you can get pain when your body isn't getting enough blood. And what would happen? What would be a way of not getting enough blood? What would be a way of not getting enough blood? Anybody know? Can anybody tell me which disease would cause less blood in the heart, which would give your heart some pain? An illness caused from which of the ones that we have up there? Well, yeah, a heart attack would be another one we haven't talked about yet, right? A heart attack is when you can maybe get a blood clot. Like what if all of a sudden there was no more flow into the heart? No more flow because this whole section closed. That would lead to a heart attack. Either a blood clot, which would stop it completely, or you could get a stroke. A stroke is when the brain doesn't get any blood. So when the heart doesn't get blood, when the heart doesn't get any blood, you get a heart attack. When the brain doesn't get any blood, then you get a stroke. So there we have 4 diseases that were shared. Now, how do you get heart disease? You can get heart disease from a few things. Sometimes it's not exercising. Excellent. So if you happen to be overweight because of no exercising, that could cause heart disease. If your heart has to work really hard to pump a lot of blood because it's blocked, because the arteries are blocked, this could cause heart disease. Anybody? Actually, don't tell me. Does anybody smoke? Smoking can cause you to get heart diseases. It could definitely cause cancer too. Fast food. When you go to fast food places, what you eat can also cause heart diseases because it can affect the lining of your blood vessels. And the last one that was not mentioned in the article, but I'm going to add it in. Stress can cause heart diseases as well. So it's very important that we take deep breaths, we relax, we calm down, we balance our lives so that we don't get those heart diseases. So let's talk about what are some of the things. Somebody just asked, how can stress cause heart disease? Stress can, because your heart has to work extremely hard, because when you're stressed, your body is reacting to a threat. So it doesn't know if there's an actual threat or if you're just thinking there's a threat. But if your body thinks there's a threat, your body is going to react and work really hard and pump your heart more and send different signals to different parts of your body to do different things. And you may just be thinking about something that could go wrong, and there isn't actually a problem. So your body, it's a psychological situation, but your body sometimes doesn't know the difference if it's actually happening or not in real life because it's happening in your head. Yeah. So let's figure out some ways that we can stay healthy. How about that to end on a good note? I think I'm a few minutes in. So you just asked me why I use capital letters. I use capital letters because I got used to writing in capital letters. My dad is an architect and he always wrote in capital letters. And so I got used to writing like this. So let's see how we can stay healthy. What are some ways that we can stay healthy? Eat healthy food, good. So make good choices with what we eat. Exercising more. Good. Very important. Oh, I wasn't making a burger. I was making a salad. Yes, you definitely want to make sure that if you're smoking, that you stop. What about drinks that have soda in them and sugar? Yep. Let's avoid or limit those as much as possible. We want to make sure that we make time to calm down and breathe. We want to make sure that we drink water because our blood is, I think, 70% water. So when we're dehydrated, our body has to work even harder. Which reminded me to drink. And the last one that I'm going to leave you is not in your article, but something that's really good for your heart is to surround yourself with good-hearted people. Because if you're around people who have a good heart, who are kind, who are loving, who care for their body, who care for the planet, you're going to be much better off, your heart and your life. So we zoom out, and here is what I ended up with as a summary of that little article that you guys read. So are you guys ready to share your final drafts?
All right, let me share with you the final link to share with you your heart sketch, your complete heart sketch. And the exciting moment is that you can actually win some prizes. We will select one winner from you because we have about 60 over students over here. So 1 over 60 chance to win this lucky draw if you have your heart sketch. But you upload it up first. And then we will be able to see your notes over here. Then teacher Valeria will do a final review. Then we will do a very quick lucky draw. Yes, I wonder who's lucky here, right? Yes. Okay. So now let's submit your note and stand a chance to win prizes. I'll give you the final 2 minutes time over here. So let's go. 2 minutes time, upload your SketchUp. For those who are not able to upload, don't worry. You can still upload after session. You do a complete full sketch of the hard note based on a 4-page article. We have included more information, and then you stand a chance to win mystery big prize. You stand a chance to win mystery gift. Even though you cannot upload during session now, you can still stand a chance to win prizes after session. But now let's focus on this first. Let's focus on during session first. So let's upload it up in 2 minutes. 2 minutes time starts now. Okay, some of you have uploaded it and said done. Okay, again, those who have done, type in done, D-O-N-E, done. Final 1 minute. Okay, Jennifer done, Isaac done. How about the rest of you? Have you uploaded your note for the lucky draw? Rania done. Keenan done as well. Aaron done. Shifa halfway. Shifa, there's no time left, so even though you're halfway there, just upload it up for the lucky draw time. You want to show in the camera? Can, but now, Vase, I would encourage you to upload a few fast one later. After the session, you have deadline until next Friday. Okay, then we have done. Okay, review time. So right now, let's bring in the our two students that are not able to upload so that they can actually show teacher Valeria over here. So Farah Wahida, you want to show yours first? Or Yina Vase, you want to show yours first? Okay, Yina Vase, you go first. Okay, let's go. There you go. Okay, a complete hard sketch over here. Okay, teacher Valeria's will be able to see your notes over here. And thank you so much for showing us your notes over here.
That's beautiful.
Right? Okay, you know, I say saying thank you. I can see your mouthing thank you to teacher Valeria. Okay, you know, I say a few, you know, suggestion over here. You can actually sketch using some symbols as well, just like teacher Valeria's. Just do some related, relevant symbols so that you can strengthen your memory over there. Boleh ya? You boleh tambah gambar. Okay, so next one we have Farah Wahida. Because you cannot upload, so you can actually show in front of the camera to teacher Valeria over here. Hey, Farah Wahida, you don't want to show your notes, is it? You switch off the camera accidentally, right? No problem. Then now we will review those who are in.
Here she is.
Oh, she's back. Farah Wahida, ada nota tak? Ada nota boleh tunjuk? Kalau boleh tunjuk dekat kamera. Okay. So we have Farah Wahida's note over here. Wow.
I love it.
I think the compartments look neat and tidy, definitely. And then there's some small icons over there. They are very, very, you know, relevant as well. Okay. Thank you so much for your name is Kayla. I forgot. Your name is Kayla. Kayla, good job. Good job. Okay. Thank you so much for showing your job, showing your work. All right. Okay. I saw Li Tian's, you're showing yours as well. So final one, Li Tian's, you will show us in front of the camera, right? Wow.
Good job.
Okay. So you can see, Li Tian's compartments is a slightly different arrangement. That's based on his creativity and use different colors for different compartments as well. Good job.
Amazing.
Amazing. So now let's look at the rest of the note, then we'll select the winners. Okay. Are you ready? So the rest of the notes are here. Let me quickly do a refresh over here. Okay, and I'll start from probably, okay, very quick one over here. P. Lola. Okay. Lola's, you done your notes. I can see you start from the right side, then all the way go to left, right? Slightly different. Very good. Right, then we can see Kenneth's. Kenneth's hearts over here, right? I love how your little overweight person over here, a round shape and then little hands, right? Stress. Wow, you even put in a stress over here. Drink water. Okay, Ken. What is this? Is this a drink or is it no cake? Are you a cake lover and then you're saying no cake for good choices of food, right? Okay. Wow. Wang Putra is oh, you are actually creating another one without the sticky notes. But Awang Putra, you can feel free to use sticky notes for this mission. For this mission, you are okay. You're okay. Just that mission 2 later, if you are shortlisted, then you'll use the normal notes, the normal note that you use pencil and paper, right? Okay. Wow, we have Yanxi's one. Okay, there you go.
Beautiful.
So the stress, beautiful. We can see stress is like representing by a person, I think, the hair grow too much or hair loss. I'm not sure. Okay, so you can see crazy hair. Okay, high blood pressure. Wow, pumping blood too much out of that. Okay, very good representation over here, right? No bad drinks. Is this a soft drink or bubble tea? How many of you love to drink bubble tea?
Ooh, I love boba tea.
You love boba as well, right? So we can, but we need to reduce the consumption once in a while, right?
Exactly.
Okay, who else? Adrina's one. Wow, I love how you highlighted the words using highlighters, right? Immediately, at one glance, I can see what are the important subtopics. So very good, Adrina's, good job.
Excellent. Which is what we talked about last time, how you're signaling to the brain what the important things are for it. And we were also grouping things to let it know that those things need to be stored together. Excellent job.
Absolutely. And as well as Shifa's word, right? Okay, complete notes already.
Amazing.
Wow. What is this, a monkey face or something? Just get to know the notes a little bit more, right? Okay, a few icons over here, so everyone can learn from this note as well.
Stunning.
Yes, different colors and then different icons to represent different notes, right? Okay, avoid food, unhealthy eats, right? Awesome. So a few last ones that I'm gonna show you here. Safrina's, good job. A few highlights over here, very good. Be surrounded by positive people. You see the positive people hand in hand, very lovely faces, right? Calm yourself. I love your calm yourself, you see. You're calming yourself with the 2 hands, meditation hands, right? Awesome, right? Thank you so much, Safrinas, for sharing. And we have Hafiz. Okay, very good job. Right, different compartments done. And we have artists, different colors as well for different compartments. Good job. Suren Theron. Oh, your notes is upside down. This one I need to tilt my head. I think 180 degrees, right? Okay, I try to comprehend it. Okay. There you go. Okay, different colors. Love the different colors over here. Right, okay. Different icons of here, the smokes. Yes, can see. Yes, the crazy hair. Very good. Okay, so the Suren Theron. And well, last one I have here is Yasmin's, right? Okay, awesome.
Oh,
good
wow,
job.
look at Those atriums and ventricles.
Yeah. So it represent different colors, different right one is yellow and left one is green. Of course, you could do so when you want to highlight different parts, compartments. All right, hardening, blood clot, stroke, and dye. Okay, very straightforward illustration over here, right? Okay, limit soda, anything carbonate. Okay, heals and calm. Okay, good job. Love it. So now is the moment that we're gonna choose some winners over here. As long as you upload it, you stand a chance to upload to win some prizes, right? So I'm going to show this as well. Leon's work, Leon's work is good job as well, right? Wow, a red pumping heart over here, right? Can see it, red in front of me. So I love how you color the person like a Lego person, right? As a and the lungs as well. Good job, Leon. Okay, now let me pause screen for a while. I'm going to do some back end copying of names. I can see some of your names are already here. Wow, okay. Some of you here already uploaded. Okay, let me see the timestamp over here. Okay. So a few names already here. Okay, so make sure you have uploaded the complete heart sketch for 2-page note for the day. And let me bring in the wheel right now. Okay, can you see the wheel, everyone? If you can see the wheel, can you type in me? Can you type in me? M-E, me. Can you type in me? Wow, okay. Nadia, you hope Keenan is the winner. I thought you want yourself to win. Wow, you hope your friend to win. That is a very kind and generous thing to do, right?
What a
Okay,
good
everyone can see
heart.
the wheel? Yeah, she has a good heart. Yes, we all have positive vibes surrounding by positive vibes people over here, right? So without further ado, I will activate this wheel right now. So to select this winner, after today's sessions, we will let Miss Valeria to see some of your full-fledged heart notes to select the final winners. Okay, so right now, let's go on with the spinning. So if you want to spin the wheel, so now let's go on and do your prayers. You can pray for a while to see who will win. So right now, type in SPIN spin in the chat. Once I say 1, 2, 3. Okay, good luck, everyone. 1, 2, 3. We'll only select one winner from here, and it's none other than. Oh wow, is it Yasmin or Leon? It's Leon Cheng Ziqian. Congratulations, Leon. So everyone type in congrats, and Leon, can you type in a yes if you are here? Can you type in a yes if you are here, Leon? Congratulations. Yes, we just showed Leon's work, by the way. So the last one I showed is Leon's work and Leon's won, right? That is a coincidence by itself. So congratulations, Leon, and thank you so much, the rest of you, for joining in. Don't be worried. Don't worry, because we have chances to win the final big prize. And now let me do a final announcement over here before we take a picture with Miss Valeria and call it a day, right? So just a quick announcement over here. After today's session by Miss Valeria, we have Mr. Louis' session next week, Saturday, 10 a.m. And then Dr. Savita's session on 14 September. We'll announce this in the group as well. So final announcement, we will have a 4-page article about heart. So we extended the article, the 2-page article, into 4-page, and you'll do a new sketch of healthy heart notes, and we'll select winners from here. So how many of you want to participate in this final mission? Type in me if you want to participate in this final mission of healthy heart notes. Okay, you have time all the way until next Friday, so don't worry. You can decorate your notes. You can make some relevant wordings and relevant icons as well. Li Jian, for the 4-page heart note, can we do it digitally? Unfortunately, no. You can only do the usual rules, which is, okay, final mission. Step number 1, download the given article in the Telegram later. I'll give you a 4-page heart notes, right? It's the extended version of the notes just now. Step 2, create your learning notes based on the article, so you have a completeness and accuracy of important information, right? So it depends on your interpretation, which one is the important one. Make sure they are in there. utilizing some visuals like emoji, colors, right? So that it will, bring your brain to the important information, like what Miss Valeria has mentioned just now, and use your creativity. Use your creativity to make some relevancy, just like the pumping of blood equals to pumping of water, pumping of ketchup, for example, right? So create notes on an A4 paper or an art block, up to you, but you just use one page will be sufficient. Just use one page. Utilize any stationery, right? 100% hand created manually, not digital for now, not digital. And use any language. You can use, not any language, you can use Bahasa or English or Bahasa. And take a picture and upload to the link that I will be sharing with you in the Telegram, right? Not the link just now, everyone. Not the link just now. It's a brand new link in the Telegram as well, right? Okay, so there you go. So take a picture of your notes clearly and upload to the link, a new link, by 23rd August, Friday, 1159 p.m. Is that awesome, right? You don't know the steps. So you don't have the phone. You make sure you are in this Telegram first. You just copy this link first. Everyone just copy these links, right? Okay, make sure you are in this link and make sure you're in the Hemi app as well, because the Hemi app, we will actually announce the winners. We'll actually announce the winners. So let me copy all this link over here. So you just copy this link first, and then you ask for your parents' assistance to join in this. Okay, only one or more. We'll have more prizes, but we will actually announce later, right? So that is the final announcement for today. We'll let Miss Valeria to have a final message to our students and teachers over here. Then we'll take a group photo together. Over to you, Miss Valeria. I'm very glad to have you once again this year, and I'm glad to see all the students over here can manage to sketch a very, very, kind of complicated topic about heart, but they can simplify it in a manner that, there are 6 chambers, and can know from there as well. So the final message from Miss Valeria.
So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's session, showing how you can show your thinking, help people see what you're thinking by taking it from your brain through your pencil or pen or marker onto your paper. I hope that you learned some of the benefits of discussing your interpretation of what you hear, because everybody comes from different places. So even though there's a red apple that everyone is talking about, it may not be the same red apple that everyone has in their head. And I hope that when you uncover insights by looking at the big picture of things with the people that you're working with, or the big picture of what you're learning about, you can make important connections with the information, not just for yourself, but maybe with the people that you're working with, or the people you're presenting to, the people that you're learning from. Connections at the end of the day really matter. So make sure that you keep your heart healthy and keep drawing things that are good for your soul.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Valeria. Really, really well said. And then sketchnoting has been one skill that I think I gained from Miss Valeria as well over the years, seeing the sessions by Miss Valeria. I'm sure students over here from past years will feel the same as well. So students and teachers, can you type in the chat, what do you think about today's session? Give some feedback, give your thoughts. What do you feel about today's session in 1 or 2 words, right? Some say great, some say thank you so much, some say amazing, Pritika say amazing, right? Rania say good, some say 10/10 for the lesson, right? The session is great, right? 11 out of 10, okay? Woo! Awesome. Okay, so now let's celebrate this moment together with Miss Valeria before we let Miss Valeria to have a rest. It's about, close to 12 midnight in US, right? So right now, let's take a picture, switch on your camera, show your heart notes in front of you, right? Show your heart notes in front of you. You can do so as well, right? Yes. Don't block your face, Isaac, Awang. Don't block your face. Just show your notes in front of you, right? In front of your chest, and then with your notes together, right? Awesome. Right now, the first picture, let's do we do a heart together. This is a mini heart, right? A Korean style heart. I think it's start from Korean, right? Okay, so let's do a Korean style heart together, and let's do it. Okay, one. Keenan, you just show your face will do. Because you need to unblur your background. Just show your face. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, the second picture, freestyle. Do anything that you want, show anything you want. Freestyle together with Miss Valeria over here. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And final picture, everyone do an A for score A. So hopefully in this score A Olympic, you will do score A as well. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you once again, Valeria, for having to be on board for this session. I think many students over here enjoyed it too. And teachers also. Teachers got some tips from you how to actually conduct a note-taking session. Everyone give a big clap to Miss Valeria in front of your camera. Okay, big clap, big clap. Yes, big clap, big clap. Thank you so much, Miss Valeria. And thank you all the participants over here for giving your best participations, right? Okay. So clap, clap. Thank you so much. Pearl say, I have a question. You could just ask the question, right? You have repeatedly say, I have a question, but I haven't seen your question, right? Where's your question, right? Pearl, you may ask your question, right? The rest of you, you may already, leave the Zoom. This is, we have already delayed about 15 minutes. So thank you so much for bearing with us. I will share all the information about the final mission to win the prizes in the Telegram group as well, right? Okay, who here want to stay back for about 1-2 minutes to share your feedback through video? Type in me. Okay, Nadia say me. And also Hani say me. Shifa say me. So just these three people. Okay, these three people. Okay, I will just go with these three, right? Okay, then the rest of you, you may leave already. Awang is showing the good sign. We saw it, okay. So there's a good sign. Thank you so much, Awang, for try showing the good
Thank you.
emoji birthday. Right, okay, the rest of you, thank you so much. You may leave the Zoom already. Take care, except for those who want to stay back for interview, for feedback for 1 minute, right? Okay, the rest of you, I wish all of you all the best. And the Mission 2 list, the Mission 2 shortlisted candidates will be announced soon. The judges are there doing their work, so give them some time. All right. Okay, so let's invite. First of all, we have, I think, who is the first one to say yes just now? Let me check. Who was the first one to say me? The one who say me first is Nadia. Hi, Nadia. You may unmute yourself and start your video, as well as Hani. You may start your video first, as well as Shifa. Okay, Nadia, you may unmute yourself right now.
Hi.
Hi, Nadia.
Hi.
Where are you from? Which part of Malaysia are you from?
I am from East Malaysia, Sarawak.
Wow, East Malaysia, and the biggest state is in Malaysia. So what do you think about today's session, Nadia? You can speak in Bahasa as well, or you can speak in English so that teachers can understand.
Speak.
Right?
Okay. So this session helped me learn from the exam. Also the techniques that already teach by Miss Valeria. I also appreciate the effort that she.
Okay. So Nadia, would you be able to share your notes to Miss Valeria today?
I can do it.
Oh, you can't do it yet. Okay, no problem. So we'll encourage you to do a sketch by next Friday. Is it okay? You try it. You can watch today's video, and then you can follow the guidance and create your own notes. Is it okay, Nadia?
Okay.
Okay, and any final message you want to share with us?
Nothing.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. Good luck as well.
Welcome.
Okay, next one is, I think, Hanin, right? Oh, Hanin is not here already. Shifa. Okay, Shifa, you may unmute yourself now. Hi, Shifa.
Hi.
Did you
Hi.
join in last year as well? Your name is very familiar.
Yeah.
You joined in last year as well. Okay, so what's your comparison, and then what do you feel about today's session?
Well, it is kind of fun. Fun, like, you know, when you used to sketch, like it is a hobby, so you do not, and it allowed to sketch.
Okay, Shifa, would you be able to share your notes for a while, just to share your heart sketch very quickly? Awesome. Yes, that's your work. That's one of
Fun.
the very good one. Okay, thank you so much, Shifa, and good luck in the next Friday's mission. Right? You can upload it earlier as well. Okay, and good luck in the mission 2 if you are shortlisted. Okay, thank you, Shifa. Good luck.
Thank you.
And I think Shafrina, you say yes as well, right? So you will go on. So you stay on until I call your name. Very good. Okay. So right now, Safrina, you may unmute yourself.
So hi, Miss and Mr. Wen. So
Yes, hi.
I feel so happy today because I get new note skill, because as long I was a student, I am a student, I usually write really long note. So after I found this webinar, I was so happy. Yes. And at the same time, I was thankful to meet you guys. Actually, this is my first time. I'm so have a great time with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Thank
Safrina, for sharing
you.
your appreciation. Right. So, Safrina, what would you do differently after today's session with Valeria? What do you do differently in your notes?
Maybe I want to write note more creative and more shorter, so that my time will be more minimum. Yes.
Yes,
More
and the
efficient.
minimum efficient. Yes, more efficient, and you understand your notes even more because you replace the long lengthy words by some icons, by some creativity as well. All right.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Safrina, for sharing your feedback and sharing your thoughts. We are glad that you are, you learned something today and you are happy with it. All right. So thank you,
So nice to
Safrina.
meet you.
Yes. So do join in other expert sharing as well, and we will have invite Miss Valeria in the other sessions as well, right? So finally, I saw Li Tian want to share some message due through your paper, is it? Yeah, you make sure it's something that is good,
Gracias. Buenas noches. Thank you.
So what
That's
does it mean, Li
awesome.
Tian? You can unmute
He
yourself
said,
and say it in English, right?
It means thank you, Miss Valeria, and good night.
excellent.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Safrina also say gracias in the chat as well. Okay, then Lydian, final words, feedback for today, and then any final message you want to share with Miss Valeria. Go on.
I find this session uh, um, quite great because it teaches me a lot about note taking, and it also helped me to try to think about how others interpret other stuff.
And there you
Excellent.
go. You catch one of the key objective of Miss Valeria's session today, right?
For sure.
Okay. Thank you so much. And could you say in the Spanish words again? The good night and the go on.
Buenas noches, señora Valeria.
Gracias. Lo mismo.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Litian. And you see, I will also, speak, this, say thank you very much to Miss Valeria once again, and all of you, and a very good night to Miss Valeria. I think you can soundly and sweetly today have a sweet dream, because all the students here, got your learnings and they share the feedback so lovely as well, right? Thank you so much,
Thank
Valeria, and thank you the rest of you. I would already, end this session, and I'll share all the information, including today's recording, in the Telegram as well as the final mission.
Excellent. All right. Have a good night.
You
Bye.
too, and the rest of you have a good weekend. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye, everyone.